Good morning, students. In first part of this story, I have explained you all about the author of the story, Leo Tolstoy. In second part of this story, I have explained the summary of the story, 3 questions. Now you all have got a brief concept of this story through the summary. Today, I am going to explain the detail of the story according to your book. In your book, this story is given in 2 parts. Here, I am explaining the first part of the story. Let's start. The thought came to a certain king that he would never fail if he knew 3 things. These 3 things were: what is the right time to begin something? Which people should he listen? And what is the most important thing for him to do? Once there was a king, and he wanted to become a successful king. So, one idea came in his mind that if he will get the answers of the 3 questions, then he must become a successful king. The 3 questions were: what is the right time to begin something? Which people should he listen to? And what is the most important thing for him to do? These were the 3 questions. Let's see what the king did to get the answers of these 3 questions. The king therefore sent messages throughout his kingdom, promising a large sum of money to anyone who would answer these 3 questions. Many wise men came to king, but they all answered his questions differently. The king announced a big reward for the people who will give the proper answer for the questions. Let's see what happened. Many people came for that. What they did. In reply to the first question, some said the king must prepare a timetable and then follow it strictly. Only in this way, they said could he do everything at its proper time. One said that the king should make a timetable for that and follow it strictly. Then he can do this in time. Others said that it was impossible to decide in advance the right time for doing something. The king should notice all that was going on, avoid foolish pleasure, and always do whatever seemed necessary at that time. The other said that it's very difficult to know the time before that what should be done. So the king will have to give minute observation of the thing and he should take his decision according to the situation. Yet others said that the king needed a council of wise men who would help him act at the proper time. This was because one man would find it impossible to decide correctly without help from others the right time of every action. Some others said that the king should appoint a group of people for advice so that he can get proper messages and take proper decision. But then others said that there were something which could be urgent. These things could not wait for the decision of the council. In order to decide the right time for doing something, it is necessary to look into the future. And only magician could do that. The king therefore would have to go to magician. Some other came and said, "It is not necessary that every time the counselor will be with king. Sometimes such type of decisions comes in front of the king that he could not decide. He will have to take decision instantly at that time. It is very difficult to know about the future for anyone. So, if the king wants to know about the future, then he will have to go to the magician. Only magician can give him the solution of this." In third answer to the second question, some said that the people must necessary to the king were his counselors. Others said the priest. A few others chose the doctor, and yet others said that his soldiers were the most necessary. To the third question, some said science, others chose fighting, and yet other religious worship. So in the answer of second question, some advised that counselor is the best person, some said that priest is the best person, and some said the doctor is the best person to listen. And in the answer of third question, some said that he should work in the field of science, some said he should work in the field of fighting, and some said he should work in religious worship. Let's see what happened. As the answers to his questions were so different, that king was not satisfied and gave no reward. So the answers of the questions were different, so he didn't give any reward to anyone. Instead, he decided to seek the advice of certain hermit who was widely known for his wisdom. The hermit lived in a wood which he never left. He saw no one but simple people, and so the king put on ordinary clothes. Before he reached the hermit's house, the king left his horse with his bodyguards and went on alone. So the king wore some simple clothes to go to the hermit and left his bodyguard and horse behind and went to the hermit alone. As the king came near the hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. He greeted the king and continued digging. The hermit was old and weak, and as he worked, he breathed heavily. As the king reached in front of the hermit, he said him namaste, greeted him, saying namaste, and started digging. वो फिर से खुदाई करने लगा. He was very old and weak, so he was breathing heavily. वो तेजी से सांस ले रहा था. The king went up to the hermit and said, "I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you to answer 3 questions. How can I learn to do the right thing at right time? Who are the people I need most, and what affairs are the most important?" The king reached there and asked the questions to the hermit. Let's see what happened. The hermit listened to the king but didn't speak. He went on digging. "You are tired," said the king. "Let me take the spade and work in your place." The hermit listened to the questions of the king, but he didn't give any answer. Seeing this, the king said to the hermit that, "You are very tired. Give me your spade." Spade means the instrument with the help of which ground can be digged. जिससे खुदाई की जाती है वो इंस्ट्रूमेंट होता है. That is called spade. Thanks, said the hermit. हर्मिट ने राजा को थैंक्स कहा. Gave the king his spade. Then he sat down on the ground. He gave the spade to the king and sat down on the ground to take rest. When the king had dug 2 beds, he stopped and repeated his questions. The hermit gave no answer, but stood up, stretching out his hand for the spade and said, "Now you rest and let me work." But the king did not give him the spade and continued to digging. After digging 2 beds, means 2 क्यारियों को खोदने के बाद, the king asked the questions again, but the hermit didn't answer. And he said to the king that, "Now give me the spade. I will start digging." But the king didn't give him a spade and again started to dig the ground. 1 hour passed, then another. 1 घंटा बीत गया, 2 घंटा बीत गया. The sun went down behind the tree, and at last the king stuck the spade into the ground and said, I came to you, wise men, for an answer to my questions. If you can give me no answer, tell me so, and I will return home. The king said him that, "I came here to take answers of my questions. If you don't want to give the answers of my question, then tell me clearly. I will return to my home." Let's see what happened then. "Here comes someone running," said the hermit. यहाँ देखो, कोई दौड़ता हुआ आया. hermit ने ऐसा कहा. In part 2 of the story, I will explain the rest part of the story. Now, I have given some questions related to that story. You have to go through the story and answer these questions. In my next video, I will tell you about the second part of the story. What happened, you will see there whether the king has got the answers of the 3 questions or not. Till now, stay safe at home. Thank you.